Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Monday afternoon here in the UK, and welcome to Easy Level Up Videocast. I am Tom Mosley, one of your hosts, and joined by the now appearing Hannah Deathridge.
Hello.
Hello, mate. How's it going?
All right. I'm going. I'm staying. I'm staying, and I'm staying well. I just realised something with
What's
our
that?
intro.
Mm-hmm.
It does that lovely little end where it kind of goes across the screen like a TV and kind of just leaves. I never leave it to that point. I always panic, and I've just learned that I need to make that happen.
Yeah, I just let it stop by itself, and I'm like, oh, we're on camera. Hi.
Oh, it's a learning day for me. I can see my jumper cuff in the background. Never mind. Hi, Tom. How are you? Thanks for having me on. It's been a while.
It's been a while since you've been on. It's been a while, but you've been busy. Said we've had loads of stuff going on. We weren't streaming last week because we were in training. We were developing ourselves and making ourselves better. And this week we're delivering all of that training. So we've got live streams left, right, and center, rescheduling live stream, changing things, and we're delivering some training. But we are here now to talk video games. As we say, it's our favorite time of the week.
It is, and it's nice to be back, and it's nice to be in an actual vicinity with a real microphone, and I'm really excited.
Your new office.
My
new office with a new desk and a new PC and your mic set up.
Hey, new PC, new me. Who dis?
Who dis?
That's where we're at this morning. I mean, this afternoon. Oh, geez, I've already got the timing wrong. Oh, no.
Hannah's just woken up, ladies and gents.
I haven't. I've been here quite a while. I can't believe it's 2:00 already. But hey, Tom, we're not the only people here. There's a bunch of people.
We aren't the only people here. We are live across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So if you are watching, guys, come and say hello. But we have Wookie Webster over on Twitch. Thank you very much for you. We have Effie Gaming, who is using the Xbox Adaptive Controller, which is an awesome bit of kit. I recorded a video recently delving into what you actually get in the box and how it all works. That'll be published to our YouTube channel pretty soon. Little plug. Tarsin over on Facebook. Hello to you. And it said, hope you all had a good weekend. Hannah, did you have a good weekend?
This question on a Monday, it really makes my head struggle because I'm like, where was I? That was last week. What was I doing? What happened at the weekend? Oh, I built my desk. Yeah, I had a great weekend. I've got a desk now. Yes.
You do. We can just see the corner of it in the bottom left-hand corner. It's a very fancy corner desk. And
rustic,
which is all good. We got Michael Chadwick saying hi to Tom and Hannah over on the YouTube. Thank you very much, sir, for joining. Tarsin saying new hair color. No, I just don't think she's dyed it, right?
It's when it washes out, it goes a bit less red, but I'm sorry, Tassin. I'm sorry. I had one job and it disappointed you, and I'm trying to brand myself as red, and it's not red, and I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all good. Got a welcome back to you as well from Wookie Webster and a Mr. Joseph Shelley joining us afternoon. Now that his internet is allowing him in. Thank you very much for joining us. Oh, this guy's just turned up.
Oh no.
Oh, Mr. Gregory Nichols.
How do we block?
Yeah.
Block and delete.
Can I just click the ellipses? Oh yeah, block user on Facebook. Awesome.
Goodbye.
No, best not do that. We all like our jobs. But Hannah, as well as chat, we have other people where we are going to talk video games.
I forgot. Of course we do. Don't want
those
to
guys.
Talk to me and you. Yeah, we've got two guests in the green room, as Nigel says, and I will introduce them now because they are wonderful and they know things about gaming, right? So we have with us. Hello, everyone. Hello, Tekken. Hope you're well. We have with us the glorious, the gallant, and the gorgeous. It's Greg. We have Greg Proctor in. Hey, Greg.
Hello, mate.
And you forgot about it. And you forgot about us.
What?
You forgot about it.
I had words prepped, so I didn't forget about you, but I only had 2 more words. Are you well?
I am. How are you two?
Good.
Yeah.
In a strong place. It's been a manic Monday, as the song goes.
Hasn't it just?
We've been talking a lot about music in the green room before the stream. As the stream was counting down, we were singing along to other songs.
But, the 90s. We were reliving our best 90s time. Yeah. It was great. It was great. It was a great time.
Very enjoyable. Very enjoyable.
Okay, that's Greg. Greg's here, so that's nice. So we've got one person here. And the other person is let me get my words. What did I write down? What did I write down? The brilliant, the brave, and the beautiful Ben. We have 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 Ben. Okay, there you go.
I think Hannah's excited. Can you tell she hasn't been on the cast for a while?
Oh no, I haven't, because I didn't know we were renaming it The Cast. What is
Cast.
this? You've been dropping it.
I'm trying to be hip and trendy, Hannah.
Why
Leave me
are you
alone.
down with the kids? She hasn't been on the cast in a while.
I
No.
went into bobblehead mode, Churchill
Oh,
mode.
I did.
Oh, yes. Love it. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Ben.
Back in on the cast. Yes, please.
The cast?
The cast. There we go.
Cast. Cast or cast?
Cast.
Cast.
Oh, cast. Sorry. Common. See you later.
Is it Bath or Bath?
Bath.
Is that how you say the thing that you bathe in and the place?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh,
And I really annoyed
Oh.
Nigel the other day because I said tough. And he was like,
Tough.
no, it's tooth. And I was like, no, it's tough. It's tough. My tough hurts.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Oh my word.
Best part of video cast, the tangents.
Oh.
Michael Chadwick to Tom. Tom, can you get Greg to turn up mic volume? Greg,
Greg,
could you turn up your
Uh,
mic any chance?
Greg,
Well,
you're so
I've
loud
done
in
it a
mine.
little bit, and I've moved my mic closer. Is that better, Mike?
Hopefully that's
that
better.
loud?
Michael, let us know. Make us aware. Wookie. Ben is very quiet. Ben, can you turn up your microphone as well?
Why is everyone so quiet?
Oh, everyone.
What is going on?
Oh, that's a bit better.
loud.
Right. Now we have sorted our technical issues out. Thank you very much for chat for letting us know, because we never know what's coming out at the other end. So we appreciate you guys for being here. So all goods. Right. As it is quickfire questions. No. Oh, guys, ruined it. I ruined it. I'm
Right,
out.
see you later.
So-
I'm going. Yeah, bye.
So it's me and you now, then, Ben. We're gonna have to make up some quick fire questions between us, I think.
Today's cast.
Right.
In fact,
Wow.
this thing called cast. Maybe that was it.
Oh, I
They
ruined
were
that.
part of
I
video,
butchered
and
it.
we are cast. So video just left, and cast stayed. Oh, I get it now. I get it. Makes sense.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I completely butchered it. Right. Start again.
Tom, do you want me to take this bit?
Go for it. Go
Okay.
for it.
Okay, so it's the point of the show, everybody, where we like to introduce our guests and we like to know a bit more about them. Of course, we do, and everybody watching at home. So, what better way to do that than to ask some quick fire questions, right, Tom?
Yes.
Yeah. Quick fire questions.
You did it so much better than me, Hannah. You did it so
Where
much
was-
better than me.
And you also forgot that we rebranded the quick fire questions.
Oh,
So we had
I'm
an
sorry.
extra bit at the end. now it doesn't make sense because it wasn't done after the jingle. Should we come back at 3 o'clock? Practice run.
Let's scrap
come back
it.
at
Let's
3.
scrap it.
Wiping up for
Anyway.
take two.
There we go.
Whew. So it's quick fire questions. So I've got 4 questions. We'll go round in a circle. I'll ask the questions to each individual, and please, everybody in the chat, join in and put your answers in so we know
100%.
what your answers are too. Because forget us, we want to know more about you. However, let's do us as well because we want to know more about us. Okay, so I'll go in. I don't want to do Tom first because he's just not okay today.
not-
So let's go with. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to go with Ben,
Ooh.
then Greg,
Okay.
then me, then Tom. It has to be in a circle, otherwise I get confused. Ben first, Greg, then me, then Tom. Everybody in the chat, please put your answers in.
Okay.
Where's my little document so I know where everything is?
I have no idea how random these are going to be. Hannah said to me about an hour before videocast, I feel a bit random today. I'm going to do some really random quick fire questions.
Being a bit crazy. Well, I've got my two normal ones and then 2 that are a bit like let's get outside the box. Okay, so the first question is handheld gaming or mouse and keyboard? If you had to choose.
I think age has caught me out. Mouse and keyboard is superior in my heart, in this part of me, right? But that's me thinking of the younger me that wasted the whole Easter holidays playing Counter-Strike and not having a life. I'm old now and I'm a gamer at heart. If I'm gonna game, the only way I'm gaming is handheld. That's the only way I actually have time to game. Right. So I'll go handheld now, but if I time traveled back to 2005, then PC with mouse and keyboard. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Well, Cooper's with you on that. Cooper says handheld as well. I really like that anything that I'm not going to agree with, I'm going to now say is superior in my heart, so it doesn't offend anybody. So if I'm just like, yeah, I do like that's superior in my heart, but you're wrong. So that's what I'm going to use. That was great. Thank you, Ben, for that. Greg, what about you? Handheld or mouse?
Handheld.
Michael's there with handheld as well.
I mean, it's handheld's where I started.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've got to go with that. Having my very first, the big chunky yellow Game Boy was where I started, and I think I've got to go with my origins on this, and that's where it's got to be. I think.
Fair play.
I'm also in the handheld crew, and that's purely because I'm trash at mouse and keyboard. I'm just really, really bad. And it's nice having that experience when you're just like, I can be under the duvet and I can just be like playing something. Because every games console that's handheld, you cup like this. Obviously, that's what you do. You hold it like this, and then you put it really close to your face like that as well. But yeah, that's exactly what you do. But
Are you blind as well when you play games? Hold it.
and don't lie, it wasn't to do with it. You made a pillow fort, didn't you? Really?
Exactly. I'm just thinking of cloud gaming now and having that ability to play handheld and play on your mobile device. And if I could make a fort and play games, that would be what
even better.
I would do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I'm trash at mouse and keyboard, but it is superior in my heart. And anyone that can play with mouse and keyboard, I think it's unreal. And the amount of different mods you can do and shortcuts and stuff, like my hat is off to you. But I can't do it. That was amazing. Someone clip that.
That was a great sound.
Clip that laugh because that was the best. We need that at the end of quick fire questions.
That's going to be at the end of quick fire questions.
It has to be. Someone clip it. Clip it.
Let me just open Switch. I can clip it myself. There we go. Done it.
Best.
Right. It's my turn, isn't it?
Yes.
When you say handheld, are you referring to handheld devices, or are you just talking like a general controller?
Nah, handheld. You got to commit. It's got to have a screen on that thing.
Yeah.
Handheld.
Device.
I'd probably say mouse and keyboards.
I'm shocked.
It is superior in my heart.
It is.
I probably over the last couple of weeks, over the last probably month, I don't think I've used a handheld device to game. I've got a Switch, I've got cloud gaming. I just haven't really had the opportunity to use it because I've been home. So I've been primarily on my PC playing mouse and keyboard. Me and a bunch of friends have got really back into DayZ and playing Tarkov and stuff like that, which I know we've discussed about before. So yeah, mouse and keyboard, I think for me is the stronger choice for me. If I have to go handheld device or mouse and keyboard PC, I'll pick mouse and keyboard PC.
Okay. Beautiful. That's one question down. We've still got 3 more to go, guys. So let's buckle in and remember, answer the questions if you're watching in chat, please. Okay, this one. Use your imagination of what this means when I'm saying it. Interpret it however you will. Joystick or thumbstick? That's what I wrote down. That's the question.
Nah, thumb. Isn't it thumbstick?
Joystick or thumbstick? Pick one.
What's is a joystick the one that you use for like pilot games?
It's like
right?
It's a
it's an actual that's showcase.
So
right, okay.
Yes. It's like one that fits in your hand. Thumbstick is on your thumb. So are you using your hand or your thumb? That's the question.
thumbstick for sure.
Even from look at this.
Yeah, thumbstick, man. I think thumbstick for me, definitely.
That is a good response. Thumbstick for most games.
Unless maybe you're playing in an arcade.
You see, that's where I was gonna go with it.
That's the only thing I could probably think of. But generally speaking, I'll say thumbstick. I'll stick to thumbstick. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm with you there, Ben. I think there are only 2 times that a proper joystick will come in.
Yeah.
Is one in an arcade.
Yeah.
and 2 playing with Wookie playing Flight Sim. That was the first 2 things that came to my head with
True. But yeah, arcade for sure.
But overall, I'm going to be doing more thumbstick gaming. So I'd be at more of a loss in my life without thumbsticks.
Really appreciate Greg's disdain towards this question that you can hear in his voice. Thanks, Greg. I'm going with joystick. I just like a good old-fashioned joystick. Me and Tom met up for lunch last week. We went to, it's not a tangent, it sounds like it is, but we went to a cafe and there was like controllers on the wall, wasn't there, Tom? And there was a joystick on the wall, and I was just like,
it was hanging your coats and stuff like that. It was amazing.
How many was? I didn't even know. I just was like, meh.
That's dope.
Pretending to drive the wall. Yeah, just love it. I just love a joystick, and if I could bring one, I need to like grab one and bring one back because I reckon I'd play more PC gaming if I had a joystick, and I'm going to say that right now. So, joystick. What about you, Tom?
I would refer to them as thumbsticks.
All of them.
On a controller, I would refer to them as thumbsticks.
Yeah.
But if you are playing a flight game or playing a game that requires something like that, then it's a joystick. So I think I'm in the same.
Joysticks that aren't thumbsticks. You can get a full.
Oh, this is so
joystick.
confusing.
Yeah. I don't know what this is, but a joystick. You can put it on your desk and use a joystick.
Yeah.
That doesn't then transform into a thumbstick. That's a separate thing.
Yeah, it's a separate thing. So I would, if we were talking generally, if I had to pick one or the other, it'd be thumbstick.
Yeah. Okay.
But my earliest gaming memory is playing with a joystick on a flight game.
True.
Oh, geez, look at this, Cooper. Where does that leave? Joy-Cons. Oh God.
Cooper, that is a whole different conversation.
Next
a painful one as well.
Questions. Okay, we're doing it, guys. Okay, number 3. Are you ready? Step outside the box.
Okay.
Cloud gaming, but you have to be on a cloud game.
Right, cool.
That's the answer. So if you choose cloud gaming for your gaming needs, but you have to be on a cloud, or console gaming, but you randomly make the console booting up noise every minute and a half.
As in, you physically make it yourself, or the console makes it.
So you'll be walking around a supermarket
like a pick.
Yeah, you'll boot up.
So my childhood dream was to have a yellow cloud called Nimbus, like Goku.
Yes, Ben.
Oh,
so just that's the easiest. I would, so long as it's a yellow cloud called Nimbus that I can just scream, and it just comes with like a yellow trail that I can land on and game on the cloud. Oh.
Do you know what? That was exactly my answer, and I thought it was going to be super niche, and I thought no one else will say it. But then, by the sounds of it, 3 of us were going to say it on the.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Exactly what I was going to say.
That's the easiest. That's like my dream. I know I'm going to dream about that tonight. It's going to be weird.
Cloud gaming on a cloud. Cute. Oh, look who we've had in. Expert Zone. We've got the Germany peeps in. Hi, guys. You've come in at this weird point in the stream, so bear with us. But hey, hope you're well. If anyone wants to go follow the guys in Germany, go follow them.
Go do it.
Do it. So I don't mind randomly making the noise walking around.
Is it the default sound, or is it like a special edition console sound?
No, it would be the boot up sound. The
roar.
Yeah.
Is it the console powering on sign, or is it the one that when the Xbox logo turns on?
Because the console powering on one's only like a little beep, isn't it? It's not anything that. Oh, now I don't know. Because if I had my trolley and I was like, like the bass comes in just down the aisles, minute and a half as well. That's quite often.
It's a short time frame.
Yeah. I mean, but let's do it. Let's see what happens if the gods would like to grant that to me.
So, Hannah, when Hannah's delivering training tomorrow, can someone just record her every minute and a half, just making that?
You have to be like now, and I'll just do a noise every minute and a half. Okay.
What about Michael said? What about the Windows crash sound?
The doink, the doink, the doink,
yeah.
the doink.
Nostalgia.
Good noises. Good noises.
Strong noises.
I've got another idea for quickfire questions. Okay, the last one. Okay. If you could control a physical glitch, so if you had a glitch like a game character where you glitch and you can control it and you could use it for your day-to-day and maybe get out of a situation or something, where would you be glitching? Where would you purposely glitch?
Oh, that's such a. I don't know why I thought about Grand Theft Auto. There's weird glitches in GTA that make, and I can't remember which one. Something tells me it's San Andreas. It's right there, and I just can't remember.
I mean, or you could do it in real life, Ben, in your actual real life, where you would.
Okay. A real life glitch would be it would be Matrix. I just rewatched all three. After watching the trailer 4, I would be Neo and just somehow dodge bullets.
Be a fool.
Not that anyone's coming after me, right? That's not what I'm trying to signify, but just bullet time with Neo dodging bullets and the camera angle just going around. I'll just do that for like, if, I don't know, an apple was trying to fall on my head. I would want life to move very niche. I would want life to move in bullet time where I'm bending and the camera angle's going in circles and you see all the trails. And
would you see yourself in third person as well?
Oh yeah. I would want that. Oh man. Oh Tom, you are in my head. This makes all the sense. This is life for me right now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna dream about that and Nimbus as well.
I love this. I love Wookie Webster's driving glitch and get around slow drivers ahead of me. Amazing, especially.
So as long as you're keeping to the speed limit, Wookie, it's safe. Be safe. Drive safe. Not promoting anything else.
So Ben, where would Keanu Reeves be in this? Glitch?
Oh, no, I'm the one.
You're Keanu Reeves.
Will Smith was meant to be the one. He turned it down and went to Wild Wild West. I'm replacing Will Smith and Keanu Reeves, right? That's the way. I am the one, people.
Okay.
Someone clip this. Ben's on a roll today. We're gonna have all these.
Yeah. I'm in my element. Sorry, guys.
No, I love it. It's great. Move over, Keanu Reeves. It was Keanu Reeves' birthday the other day, so happy birthday. Not that you're ever going to watch this, but
you're breathtaking.
To Mr. Anderson.
Your breathtaking. Hey Greg, it's your turn. Where would you glitch to get out of situations or do some apple falling on the head stuff?
I think just being able to purposefully glitch through walls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So if you could just, you know what? To be honest, I think I just started thinking about
using a door today.
A super villain. Just gonna start. But yeah, just be able to just randomly don't have to think about opening doors or anything. Just become the ultimate lazy person and just walk through
doors
things.
Can be a pain, particularly when there's someone in front of you and you're like, "Oh, do I open the door? Are they going to open the door for me?" But you can just glitch right in. Just open the door yourself.
And I suppose
Shadow Cat vibes.
I suppose I can just glitch through people as well.
That wins.
Item, what a glitch! Oh, it's a good glitch when you get double the things. Unlimited.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's such a good
That's
one.
an
Strong.
awesome one. Pizza. God, I'm so hungry.
That's why I want to get one for these.
Okay, so Hannah, other than the duplicating item glitch for unlimited pizza, what would you do?
Mine's for some reason everything's supermarket based for me today, and it's because I'm hungry and I'm yet to do the weekly shop. And I just put in my notes, don't know where I was going with this, so you'll have to help me. If you could control a physical glitch that made you glitch out like a game character, where would you be glitching? And I just wrote self-service checkout. But I haven't put any explanation.
So basically, you would randomly start shouting because you think there's something on you that there shouldn't be?
Maybe.
Are you the bagging area?
Gets really close to me, and I'm just like, unexpected item in the bagging area. Some people are just like, whoa.
No, honestly, self-checkout is such a traumatic experience. I still dislike it. Oh, man.
I'm crying because I don't know what I meant. If anyone could help me with that, that would be amazing.
Oh,
that's what I wrote. What about you, Tom?
So I was going to say, and I've changed my answer. I was going to say the wall glitch, because then I'd be really good at escape rooms. Um,
Kind of ruins the point of it, but yeah, I can get on board.
Nah, today's
but,
cast is funny. Oh man.
very good point by Expo Zone Dach. Fun
Which
trivia.
roughly translates into slippery in German.
I like that.
Wow.
Slipperies.
Oh, getting a bit slippery up in here.
But guys, I'm sure you've all been in this situation when you've gone to send a text message or you've sent an email or sent a Teams message and you've realized you haven't attached something or you've spelt something wrong or you've sent it to the wrong person. Have we all been in that situation?
I'm always in that situation.
Possibly all the time, yeah.
So what if you could control like that rubber banding lag where you could automatically reverse time like 5 seconds?
Yeah.
So when you're playing a video game and you're online and you jump back and forth, what if you could control that? It's not really a glitch, but if you could control that and reverse time by like 5-10 seconds on command.
It's like when you used to like run around a corner and all of a sudden you'd be back to where you were.
Back where you were, yeah.
Very
when you
Forza Horizon vibes, you know,
You drop
rewinding
food
the
on the
crash.
floor when you've got your tray of chips and then they all go and fall and they've all fell and then you just go, oh, I know your chips are back.
We're seeing an insight into Hannah's life, ladies and gentlemen.
I drop chips a lot. It happens. I'm so hungry. God.
So yeah, that would be my one. I'd alter the rubber banding of maybe an online game.
So you could see the person trip and fall constantly and make yourself smile constantly. Wow, Wookie. Savagery in the chat. Savagery in the chat. Well, that's it for today's quickfire questions, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
It's good.
Quick fire questions.
No,
Oh, you missed it again.
I clicked
Are
it. There we go. I clicked it and it didn't play. I'm sad because I was ready. I was ready for that. Anyway, Hannah, that was very enjoyable. Thank you very much.
You always say the best ones are the really boring ones, but you know deep down, Tom, the best ones are
I very much enjoyed that. It was very fun. We laughed a lot and it was good. And we got chat involved as well. They had a good time. At least they sounded like they had a good time, which is all that matters. All that matters. If you are watching on video on demand as well, make sure you do answer those questions as well. We do see your comments. It's always hugely appreciated if you watch our content after it's live. But we should probably get on to the crux of why we're here, right? If you haven't judged by the title of the stream or the thumbnail at the beginning, if you've been here from the start, we're talking about how we game. And I know we've briefly spoken about this through quickfire questions and a little bit of an intro, bits and pieces. But gaming has changed a lot over the decades that it's been around, right? So it'd be really interesting to know, very kind of quickfire style, is what are your kind of memories of gaming, like as a kid or previous years, of how you've gamed? Like, is it handheld? Is it sat with friends? Is it not? Is it on your parents' lap? Is it what is gaming in the past for you guys? How did you game in the past?
Yeah, I mean, for me, definitely it was Sega console. So I wasn't actually born in the UK. I was born in Ghana. So I only came to UK, 1998, when I was about 19 years old. So it was one of my close friends in school. He was like one of the first in the town that we lived to get the Sega Mega Drive. And it was with Mortal Kombat. That memory of being able to control characters. And I dare say it, the first Mortal Kombat, how they did the motion capture to make the characters look like real human beings still freaks me out to this day, you know. So that was my experience, and just being able to like learn all the finishing moves. We had to learn them and write them down, hence like
old school cheat codes as well.
Oh man, it was such an experience. It took proper skill and patience to get that code cracked. That was my memory, man. That was like everything. Best memories.
Was that you in the same room, like co-op kind of stuff, controller in hand, sat next to your mate?
Rotations. Whoever got as I like to say, whoever got duppied, pass the controller on and just rotate. And it just got to a point where like it, man, good memories. That was me personally, man.
Awesome.
I think everybody, like Ben said, a date and an age, and I think everybody's just trying to work out how old Ben is. And my mind is blown. My mind's been blown.
I dig that.
I have a lot of memories when I was young playing games, like from from the first Game Boy I had to the first time going over friends' houses and playing Ocarina of Time on a Nintendo 64. But to be honest with you, if going back to the first thing I probably remember is actually playing Snake on my dad's old Nokia when he came home from work.
Love it.
That's probably the very first time I played like what we've come to know as sort of video and computer games.
Wow,
and then it's developed up from that, really.
We don't talk about mobile gaming enough, I think, on this videocast. So we need an episode all about mobile gaming.
Mobile gaming.
Oh man, that's a good shout.
Snake.
I'll add to what you said, Greg, after, but that's such a good shout. I remember memories from that.
Snake on the Nokia 3310. And when you used to hit the wall and it used to flash 3 times and then you'd start again. So good. And then when the phones came out and they started to be color and you'd be like, ooh, the snake's a different color.
So can we say color?
The thing is, it was all things when it like mobile gaming back then was very much like it was very simple, like 2D games, but we loved them. And you kind of look at gaming now, one of these big AAA titles or these independent titles, and they are all singing or dancing the majority of the time. But we think back when we were kids, like that's all we needed.
Yeah.
Like we just needed a moving line moving into dots. That's all we needed.
Yeah, it's like when you're looking at like in the 70s and 80s and games like the games that came in that were just, what's the one where it's just the lines either
Pong.
side?
Pong.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just lines.
Who mentioned Pong earlier? Someone mentioned Pong earlier. Can't remember who it was.
Someone mentioned Pong. Good for you for mentioning Pong. I didn't even know it's called Pong. Oh, it's just like lines and dots. But yeah, good.
Trying to scroll through to see if I can find it.
Good times. What shall I say? What shall I say while you're scrolling? I remember there's a vivid memory whenever anyone says like, how do you game and what did you start with? I always talk about PC gaming and Jack Rabbit 2 and the joystick controller and playing that in the 90s.
There we go. It was Cooper Collects talk about it.
Yay, Pong. I want to say it was probably like 98 or something. I think when Ben was playing Mortal Kombat, I was playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the PC game on PC, and the encyclopedia knowledge game and all this. But then there's this vivid memory I have, and it's of playing the Game Boy Advance in the back of my car, not my car, like I could drive, but in the back of the car. And my mom would be driving and I'd be waiting for the street lamps to light up the screen because it wasn't backlit. So I could only do so much. And then I'd wait for the street lamp and then I could do a bit more. And then I'd wait for the street lamp.
You could walk 5 steps and be like, okay, now I gotta wait.
Yeah, and I had to wait. But I was absolutely fine doing that because I didn't know anything different at the time. And now 100%. I'd be fuming if I had to wait to get the screen to be lit up. But how things have changed. That's one of the memories that I really have, Game Boy Advance handheld.
The legend of Mike Anfield has joined us in chat. So, Mike, thank you very much for joining us. I am so old now, but spent countless hours playing battery-driven handheld Pac-Man knockoffs like Mini Munchman and Puck Monster. Got to make sure I look them up.
That's amazing.
Nice. But the thing is, that's what we're talking about with Snake. It's those old retro titles it's when gaming started. Gaming was invented when Pong was invented.
And I think there's so many games like that have then traveled into what we do all the time. And like when we were talking earlier in the chat amongst ourselves about MSN had games woven into it. So even though you were chatting as well, you could play fisticuffs and you could play all these things while you were chatting with people. So not only did you then have games on our phones, we had games on our instant messaging services, and then the social media networks that then had games. Like, do you remember when Facebook had games that you could play and there was all these different games that came?
Everybody remembers Farmville. Everybody remembers Farmville.
Yeah, like Farmville and stuff. And then it's literally been part of our lives, like constantly on whatever platform you're doing, whatever you're doing, there's been a game involved, which is wicked.
And the fact that the really old style games are still strong and beloved now. The game
Tetris.
that me and my partner play most together is actually Tetris. Yeah. Tetris Connected.
I actually said that as a guess, I didn't know you were going to say Tetris. I just said Tetris.
Oh,
yeah, you're right. We spent 2 hours playing it last night. Tetris Connected because it's slightly updated graphics, but the game is still
Pubs on
the
PC.
same. Like,
Yeah.
So even the proper old school games that we all started with are still predominant now and still important in today's society. Granted, they've had a little bit of a graphical upgrade, but the game themselves are the same.
Well, I think it's quite interesting you mentioned Tetris, because last week, us as a team, we were part of a training event that we were part of, which was an online virtual space. And when we had breaks and stuff like that, they had an inbuilt Tetris, like classic Tetris, into this virtual space. So we could like chill and react to a leaderboard. And I think that was the most competitive thing about the whole week. It was like, yeah, you could earn points and badges to get to a VIP stage, but no, I want that. I want that top spot on the leaderboard on Tetris. That's what it was all about.
If you want to feel raw pressure, Tetris at high speed as well. That's what pressure really is. You'll know what quick decision making is for life, knowing Tetris and these bricks are coming down on you fast. Worst 100%. Feeling.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think when I kind of look at like how I gamed as a kid, earliest memories, as I kind of said earlier, was sitting on my dad's knee playing a Star Wars flight game, and I know I've mentioned it on stream before. That's one of my earliest memories. But playing platformer games with like my brothers and sisters that are only single player games, but every time you died or you completed a level, you passed the controller down the line, and I still play platform games like that now. So me and my wife will sit on the sofa and we'll go, right, you've died, controller over, and it just continually swaps. If you complete a level, you swap the controller over. I just think for me, like couch co-op gaming, it's that sociable aspect of it. Being able to sit there with mates or family, friends, whatever it may be, to play games together, even if they're single player games. And that's what I kind of like about my earlier memories of gaming.
Thank you for saying that, Tom. Do you know why? Because my kids do that with Crash Bandicoot.
Cute.
And I'm always onto them that why don't you just play a game that is 2-player? But you've just reminded me that I used to do that with my brother, like with Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
And now it's just made me not question if they do that anymore. Before I used to just almost get upset. I'm like, why are you just letting one person play and watch? Can you just not play together? But that is actually such a weird pastime. Now, thanks for that. That was, yeah.
You're very welcome.
It's really cool because then you try and beat that next person and see how far you can get.
Yeah, I forgot how fun that is. I genuinely forgot. And my kids do that all the time, and I completely forgot that. That's actually a way to play as well. So, no, thanks for that. That's a good memory. Better parenting advice from Tom. Indirectly.
Indirect parenting advice. I'll take it. I'll send you the bill later, mate. I think we've had our earliest memories there talking about pastimes with gaming. Like gaming has advanced so much. Like for multiplayer now, we obviously have Xbox Live and online multiplayer and all those bits and pieces to be able to connect with other people. And gaming is always, or especially in the past, was always seen as a solitary thing. Like you sat by yourself and you played games by yourself. But I think with the world of online multiplayer, like I said, we've got Xbox Live and gaming on Windows now, and you can connect online to play with other people. But I think when we look at kind of PC gaming specifically, you are generally sat in an office, sat in a games room, and you are there by yourself. You've got your headset on. It can seem quite solitary, even though you're obviously speaking to other people. And actually, this is where the idea for this the cast came up. Is our very one and only Mr. Benjamin Abawaje has started or created a video series and an Expert Zone series on Expert Zone all around this kind of PC gaming. So I would let Ben describe it, tell us what it's all about, and where this video cast came from.
Oh man, I'm so happy. I'm actually surprised we went ahead with it, and it's a good
Ben.
one.
Back yourself.
No, it's do you know what it is? Although I started from console gaming, it was my first year in sixth form, and I was doing like a Cisco networking course, and one of the tasks that we had to do was learn how to build a PC, just understand it, not just networking.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time I built a PC, fell in love. It was like love at first sight. It just made sense. It felt like grown up Lego to me. That's how my mind processed it. Like,
I like that analogy.
I can do this is like Lego for grown-ups. Oh, thank goodness there's something for that. So I just went in, and I remember my first part-time job, I literally saved 3 months of money to strategically build my first PC. That's how much I was in love with it. But the problem I found with PC gaming is that it was a lonely experience. I'm gaming by myself. Like all the great graphics and stuff, and I'm a very technical analysis person as well, right? But I'm like, it's not boring, but I'm playing by myself. So it moved to LAN parties and stuff. But fast forward, the campaign is called Laptop Gaming in Your Living Room. And again, I just feel like the best memories for gaming when I grew up was playing in the living room with a group of people, whether it was regularly. It's like most of my gaming memories were in the living room or just together with people, right? And I just felt like PC gaming kind of detracted away from that and was focused too much online. I'm a very kind of throw you off and trash talk when I'm gaming next to you to throw you off mentally. That's just me. I'm a sore winner, as in if I win, well, you guys know if I win, I'm rubbing it in. It's like the best
Just
feeling.
remembering back to go-karting.
The go-kart. I've never seen anyone.
Oh man, it's the worst side of me comes out. But that's just me, right? It's part of the fun and the memories.
I beat you at one. I swear I bet you beat.
Oh, you did, and you let me know as well. And I love that. That was like you proper like sprung up in my face, like I know how that feels now. So that was the reason. And the real reason for that was like my group of guys that I go church with, there's like so many of us were into FIFA. And the biggest annoying thing about FIFA is everyone makes an excuse that you only beat me because you're on Xbox. You only beat me because you're on it's like the worst cop out. And I literally just went into Thanos mode and just took matters into my own hands, right? I'm doing this myself. I'm solving this gamepad problem and playing on the same. And this is where gaming PCs had advanced so much that now laptops were literally carrying that same power in a slim and light form factor that was slimmer than what I like to say is the best built physical design console, the Xbox One X. I'm putting something that slim, that's more powerful in my bag. And literally there was one time where I brought it. I didn't show anyone what it was. All I did was, we're playing FIFA. Here's your Xbox pad. Here's your PlayStation pad. And everyone was freaked out. No one could understand how it was working until I revealed it. And in their mind, I went from, how are you doing that on a laptop? Because their mind is laptops are for just work. Mm-hmm. You know, we didn't know laptops could game and have next gen graphics. And you could pretty much plug any peripheral that you wanted to game on. And I'm like, that's it. And that's really where the passion of that came from, where it does actually also belong in your living room. So it went through, it's a 3-part course series with the stories on Expert Zone. Part 1 was last week that went live. Thanks for the help with that, Tom. And that was just pretty much a quick intro into what the story and the campaign is all about. Part 2 went, funny enough, live today. And it's all about literally the hardware and the specs needed for the best and optimal experience gaming on Windows with your laptop, on your TV, in your living room. Right. And part 3 will go live next week, which will be the final week to pretty much give yourself a chance, all our Expert Zone users that are eligible for it, to complete all of them, to be in for a chance to win big. And I don't even undersell that. It's literally potentially everything you need to be able to game in your living room straight away. It's awesome. And that was it. I just really wanted to break that mode of PC gaming should not be a lonely experience when it comes to local play. I want to really sell that, like local play. So not to drag it, but that's kind of just my biggest passion point from that.
I think that's awesome. And I think we've all shared memories when we were speaking earlier of it's that community aspect. You're playing with someone or you're in the room with someone. And PC gaming has very much been, no, you're away. You're you're in an office, you're in whatever it may be, and you don't have that availability. So I think your campaign, as much at the moment, it is purely on Expert Zone, and we are doing a giveaway as part of that, which is only for Expert Zone users. However, Ben's videos will probably within the next month will be published onto our YouTube channel as well, so you can see what Ben's talking about. Obviously, there will be no giveaway for that. But yeah, we will be publishing the videos, so people will be able to see Ben's videos and all those bits and pieces as well. So, Sai, for your question of where do you access them, if you're on Expert Zone now, you can access week 1 and week 2. If you're not an Expert Zone, not as a verified user, check out our YouTube channel. Within the next month, we should be publishing those videos out onto there. So I have a question for you guys now.
That's for
Ben.
me.
Amazing. Ben, thank you so much.
Well done, Ben. GG, Ben.
So following on from
Done
Ben's course and talking about making it a communal experience, do you guys enjoy watching other people play video games? Or, as I said, like my wife loves watching me play video games, which is why she lets me play so much, because I can sit in the living room, I can play a game, and she can watch and she can help and she's my second pair of eyes, especially when I used to be playing a lot of PUBG. She'd be like, oh, there's a guy over there, and I'm like, I didn't even see this person. So it's not cheating, it's just having an extra set of eyes. And that's what I kind of we do as a couple. Like, do you guys watch a lot of video games or watching other people play, or you prefer to be the player?
So for me, I was never very good at video games when I was young. I mean, I was 4.
I was going to say that.
In a lot of cases, I wasn't actually good at them. I enjoyed them and I gave them a good go.
You were 4?
When I very first started playing, I was 3 or 4.
Greg's only been 4 until the age that he is now. He's never been any other
I
age.
wasn't very good at video games. I was 4, and there was nothing after it. I was just like,
yeah. When I first started playing, I wasn't very good at them. I was obviously much younger at the time, and to get the full experience of a game, you have to be able to play it and go through the game, right? Which is where me and my brother would sit and play games together. The one that there's quite a few that stand out to me, one being the Zelda franchise and the other one being Grandia, which is still to this day one of my favorite games ever, because we would sit in a room. I would have he would write me out a list of things, or he'd give me some internet privileges to be able to find out what was going on. I would be the guide and make sure he didn't miss anything. And he would then go and play the actual game because he understood how the fighting mechanics work, and my little brain at the time couldn't comprehend it. To the extent that that's still how... Because I was 4. Thank God. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's still how I do it today. In fact, I mentioned last night, me and my partner played Tetris. The reason we had to play Tetris for 2 hours is because I got a bit scared and a bit tense, because she wanted me to play through Resident Evil. And I'm not a massive fan of horror and jump scares games, especially when my partner sat next to me and she jumps more than I do and jumps into my lap because something's from my floor. So that's how we still play games now, is that I will play the game and she will sit and watch and make sure I don't miss anything. As you said, Tom, a second pair of eyes is massively helpful within games, whether it's missing items or identifying other players. So yeah, that is exactly how I used to do it, and it still plays out today with my partner and her little boy as well.
Awesome. It's really cool to hear. Go, Hannah, go.
Oh,
Brain freeze.
I think I hit the other end of the spectrum a little bit. I've always been a bit of a lone wolf when it comes to gaming. I like the immersion, I like the fantasy, and I like the RPG, and I just like being in that world. And then my sister knocks on the door and she's like, Mom says it's my turn now to play on the Xbox now. And I'm like, no, go away. But she'd come in and watch me. She'd come in, she'd toddle on in because she was 4. And she'd come in and she'd watch what I was playing. And it used to be something like San Andreas or something stupid that she should not have been watching. But my mum probably didn't even know I had that game. But there we go. That's another
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why you need parental controls available through Windows 10 and soon to be Windows 11 devices and directly through your Xbox.
Exactly, and that's why we don't live in those times anymore, and you don't want anyone to turn out like me. So exactly. But yeah, my sister used to watch me play, and she'd love the stories of the different games that I was playing, especially if it was RPGs and stuff like Fable and things like that. Viva Pinata, also a big hit when people. I like
those
people
pinatas.
watching me play rather than me watching other people play. So when I used to stream on Twitch, I used to love having people in that would be like, maybe you should just stay around that corner and just see what's going. And people used to just drop those hints into me, which I loved, and I loved having people drop the hints. Now we're in that point of the world where we can start being in the same vicinity as other people and get a bit closer. It would be really nice if I found some friends and they came to watch me play in my living room. But I think that's just me. There's not many people that I can sit and watch play games. And it's because I have proper FOMO and I'm like, I have fear of missing out and I want to experience it. So if I'm watching someone play, it happens every time I watch Level Up. I'm like, right, I'm getting that game now and I'm going to play it because I need to have that experience. I find it really hard watching people have that experience and me not having that experience. I don't know what that says about me. If there's anybody that does psychology.
I still think that works with obviously kind of what Ben's talking about, because you could, as I said, whether it's console gaming or laptop gaming, you can bring that to the living room. You can still play and you're still having people watch you and stuff like that. So I do think it works both ways of being the person watching and the person playing, which I think is really, really cool. And if Hannah decides to let up the controller, you can share the gameplay.
I'm really bad. I am really bad.
I think Hannah needs to learn that if you die or each level, you have to pass the controller along rule.
I did play this, and not even that long ago. I think when house parties were a thing, do you remember like when everyone used to have a house party? There'd always be a console on.
To be young.
There'd always be a console on, and there'd always be a game, whatever it was, whether it was like a Wii or whatever, and you'd pass the controller when you got into the next level, which was so much fun. So I have partaken in sharing. Thank you.
Sharing. No, I think that's really awesome, and I think Ben's campaign really encapsulates that. And just to reiterate, I know a couple of people have said they've managed to find it. It is on Expert Zone right now. So yeah, if you want to partake in the giveaway, what's the word? Course 1 and Course 2 are available right now. Course 3 will be available next week. Giveaway ends 3rd of October, is it, Ben?
Oh yeah, 3 weeks is running for 3rd of October.
Yeah.
So
do you know what else is the 3rd of October?
What is
Tom's birthday on the 3rd of October.
Really?
Tom's birthday on the 3rd of October. Are we having a video cast before then?
No, it's the one the day afterwards, which I'm not here because I'm on holiday.
You'll have to play your happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
I'll play it. Sorry, Ben, you were talking. And I was like, about me.
No, not at all. It's just
Birthdays.
it's just a really good one. Like 3 level prizes, and if you're an eligible Expert Zone user, it's a chance to win big. Just especially grand prize number 1. It's a chance to win big. So no doubt.
Amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is about time. I know we've all got a couple of additional things that we need to do after this. So we do need a slightly earlier finish today. Got to run and do some errands and some admin bits and pieces as well. But I want to say a huge thank you to Ben and to Greg for joining us to talk about this. And Ben, to talk about your campaign. Always amazing to have you guys. And a big thank you to Hannah for co-hosting with me, running quickfire questions, which I have to say were particularly incredible today.
Not having a breakdown, you're very well.
You're not having a breakdown. Guys, thank you so much for joining us in chat. It's always good to see you guys and some new names that I have we haven't seen in a while come back. So huge thank you for stopping on by, seeing what we're up to, and our favorite time of the week talking about video games. So yeah, a huge thank you.
Did you write it down that we're going to do a mobile games one? Because we need to do that.
I will put it in the schedule.
Write it down. Okay.
I'll write it down as soon as the stream is over.
And I will just add, I don't know if you all remember playing Snake with infrared on playgrounds. There was a period of time where with mobile games they had infrared, and we were playing it on the playground, like multiplayer.
Cool.
through infrared. Just saying, I forgot to add that for what Greg said about Snake. Such a good experience. When I was like in year 7, watching the year 10s and year 11s do that was so cool.
It was very cool.
The same.
Memories. Before we go, one final message. Our stream scheduling has slightly changed this week. So Videocast is today. We're here. We're live right now. You know that. We do not have an Easy Live tomorrow. It is no longer on Tuesday. We are moving Easy Live to Wednesday, normal time of 5 p.m. where we have the wonderful Hannah and Greg talking all about Surface, because there might or might not be a certain Surface announcement happening over on Wednesday as well. So those guys are going to be talking all things Surface. And then on Thursday, we have Easy Level Up, which is going to be with Matt and Bossman, Greg Nichols, continuing on Viewers' Choice. So yeah, that is the streaming schedule for this week. It is slightly different, but hopefully you guys have picked up on that. And yeah, until our next stream, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you all then. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
See you, bye.
Cheers. Bye.
See you, bye.